Hello, you guys. I'm back. So I finally got my mom looking a little bit better here. You can see how her chin looks different. It's more like what she has now. Now, just let you know, my mom is not blonde. She's more like a light brown hair color. But I put blonde just that way she kind of like matches her baby, her kid, which is gonna be me. So that way she kind of matches a little bit in the storyline of the game that I'm playing here. I do like to color my hair blonde in real life. So in real life, you will see me with blonde hair. Yes, I am a light-skinned black person, but I actually look really good with the blonde hair on. So I think it flows. It's fine. But I kind of wanted my mom to kind of like match what her daughter is going to look like as I get older, just in the game. So my mom has blonde hair in this game, but in real life, she has like light brown hair, and I actually have light brown hair naturally. So that's where I get the color from. Now, I do apologize if it seems like I'm a little off. I have a bit of social anxiety. I will admit to that. I really do. I have a bit of social anxiety, and it's been a while since I last uploaded any videos. It's been a long while. I've been at college getting things done, trying to graduate, and I'm supposed to be graduating this Friday on the 12th. So, yeah, supposed to be. Grades aren't out yet, as usual. But anyway, yeah, my graduation's supposed to be on the 12th. And no, I do not plan to go because there's a lot going on. I'm a single mom, unfortunately you can't always enjoy the little things in life. I got a lot of things going on, so I just kind of have to attend to that. But good news is I got a lot of graduation cords, and yeah. I didn't quite make it on the honor roll, though. I was very close. I got a 3.53 GPA or something like that, which isn't too bad. But I didn't hit 3.6. So I guess if you're not a 3.6, you kind of don't make it. But that's okay. It is what it is. You don't have to be good at everything. So, and you know what? Honestly, it makes sense because I did get a couple C's. I think I have like 2 C's or something on my transcripts because, again, I'm a single mom. I have a lot going on. So that's what's going on. Anyway, so I updated this and yeah, I think it's looking a lot better. And my mom's skin colors, I think, is looking better. I still feel like she's too dark compared to what she usually looks like. She's a lot lighter skinned. But then, like, when I go light skin on this, then she looks too light skinned. So I just don't think there's really a good color for her. I might try one more time because last time I was like, she was a little bit too light skinned, and I was like, this doesn't look right. And now I'm looking at it, I'm like, this again does not look right. But you can kind of see where I started doing her makeup a little bit. Again, my mom is more of a natural tones kind of person. And you can see like the brown lipstick that I did there. And behind her glasses, you can kind of see the eyeshadow is a little bit more brown. And she just doesn't really, even the cheeks, she does brown on her cheeks. She doesn't do like the bright colors. And I'm more of like bright colors. And what I mean by circus clothing, I probably said that very wrong. I mean, like, so, how like there's 2 different kinds of ways where clothing can be loud. There's one where the design itself can be loud. It can like speak to you because there's like a certain design that, you kind of just see it because it's there. It's very out there. And then the second thing is the color. The color is bright, or it's, I'm more of the kind of person where I like the colors being bright. I like the colors being loud on my clothes. That's what I like. That's what I'm into. But my mom is more like, she doesn't like bright colors. She likes monotone colors, very natural tree brown colors, which looks good on her, don't get me wrong, but the design that she likes is what makes the statement. And that's the part that I was like, circus kind of thing, 'cause that's the only thing that popped into my mind. I couldn't really think of another word, but it's just the design is a little too loud for me. I'm not really into those kind of designs in my clothing. That's just not, I don't like things that pop out like that. I like the colors popping, but not the actual design itself. And I think that's where me and my mom were totally opposites on that. Another thing is, I hope it doesn't sound like I'm like ragging on my mom too much or anything. Like I said, we don't have the best relationship. So yeah, but I mean, if you were to ask her and be like, are you really like this? She probably would just admit it. She'd be like, yeah, I'm like that, like I'm not saying anything that she wouldn't say herself, So I don't want anybody to feel like, oh, you're like super, like you're just saying some really mean things about your mama. Like that's not who I am. It's more of just, I'm more about an honest kind of person. So sometimes I can even be brutally honest, and that's how I was raised. And so I'm not trying to like rag on my mom, but that is her personality. And so anyway, yeah, I'm just trying to be honest. And since this is a game where you're kind of creating personalities, I'm putting it out there. I did give her some white gloves, but I don't know. I don't know if my mom would wear that. I just was like, she needs gloves because it's winter, and that's winter clothing. And if you're going to have winter clothing, why wouldn't you have gloves? But now I'm looking at it like, I don't know if she would wear the white gloves. I'm trying to get it as close to my mom as I possibly can. Just that way, when I get into the storyline, then I have my mom and I have me and my dad. Anyway, and I made myself here. So I'm going to come and take a little look over here. I thought it was cute. This is actually the kind of clothing my mom would put me in. She'd put me in like this. And I used to have like this cute little Indian doll thing. And, you'd press the stomach part of it and the little doll would say something. And anyway, she would dress me up. She had an outfit that was just like my doll's outfit, and she'd put me in it. And then I had a doll to go along with it who was wearing the same exact outfit. So, yeah, this is the kind of stuff that she would put me in, except for I'd have hair, of course, right here. But anyway, let me show you the different clothing. Now, I kind of went more with the clothing that I like. So, for example, okay, so I just thought this was so cute. This is me, right? This is like what I'm into. If I had a baby girl, this is how she would be dressed. Because I just think it's cute. So I was like, no, this is like my everyday thing that I want to wear. I like it. This is me. And the reason I'm starting my story out as a baby girl is because I want my character to go through the whole entire life stages. So it's not really about playing as my mom and dad. Of course, I'll play as my mom and dad just so that way I can take care of myself. But I'm mostly playing as this character, my Leisha character. This is going to be me. And, I'm going to experience everything. I'm hoping. So anyway, moving on. Okay, so then this would be another one. I feel like this is like a churchy dress, and my mom did dress me up for church quite often. So there you go with that. And then, yeah, I could totally see my mom putting my head in one of these. These are so cute. They're cute, not something I personally would do, but I just kind of added like some clothing here and there that my mom definitely would do. I would not do this for a baby girl. That's just me though. And then I did this cute little onesie because I feel like it's just so indifferent that of course my mom would do something so indifferent like that. And then of course there's that. And then And that one's my party one, by the way. And then this one's just like summer. I was digging it. I'm not saying that my mom would put me in this. I mean, she could, but just for me, this is what I like. So I put myself in it. And then again, something that I like, I don't think my mom would put me in this at all. It would be something completely different and crazy, but I like this. This is normal. Normal clothing, just bright, just really loud and bright, which I love. So I'd say there's like a mixture. There's a mixture of things that I like, things that my church would like, right? And then things that my mom would like, and just a little bit of a mixture of both, I feel, just to kind of have a little bit of me in there and my environment and church, and then my mom, how she would dress me. So I got that going on. And besides that, I'm working on my dad. And like I said, I don't know too much about my dad growing up, so I got him going based on what I do know. But so far I feel like he's kind of coming out. Kind of. I might completely change him. I don't know yet. The skin tone is working on this one, so it's perfect. The clothes, I just like, they don't have a lot of good boy clothes, do they? No, they don't. But it's okay. I will figure it out. It's fine. I was looking through his clothes like, oh my gosh, like you don't have a lot going on for boys. It's very unfortunate news. But it's okay. We'll figure it out. I will figure it out. So anyway, just wanted to kind of update you and show you kind of like where I'm at right now. And yeah. And I will be back here soon, and you'll see what all I added to his wardrobe. We're almost there. When I get his clothes done, then we're going to start the story. And we're going to see where Leisha goes. I'm excited for that, because this is like living my life, like not my real life, but like my fake life in this game, the way I wanted to live it. And I think that's going to be fun. I really do. I'm going to make whole different choices. I want to go emo. I've never gone emo in my entire life. I want to do that in this game. I think that would be fun. Let's do that. I need to remind myself. I'm probably going to forget, but I'm going to try to remember. Anyway, I will see you back here soon.